In this short video, I'm going to present Liferay's architecture. First of all, we have a Liferay server. This Liferay server or instance can have multiple portals. We normally use only one portal per Liferay server, although more can be added. The most important entity in a Liferay instance are users. Users represent physical users of the system. These are the user accounts that people use to log into the system. Users can be collected in multiple ways. They can be members of organizations, sites, user groups, and roles. A simple way to think about this is that your portal has users and various ways to group them together. This figure illustrates how users can be grouped in Liferay portal. Users can belong to sites, user groups, and organizations, and user groups can belong to sites and organizations. Liferay manages permissions via roles. A role is a collection of permissions. A permission is an action on a resource. A resource could represent a portlet, an entity, or a file. There are different kinds of roles: portal or regular roles, organization roles, and site roles. We refer to these three kinds of roles as role scopes. They are used to define permissions across their scopes, across the portal, across an organization, or across a site. Regular roles can be assigned to users and user groups. Organization roles can be assigned to organizations. Site roles can be assigned to users and user groups that are attached to the site. To use a role, you need to assign members to it and define the permissions that you want to grant to the members of the role. Sites are simply collection of pages. Sites can contain public pages, which are accessible to all portal users, and private pages, which are only accessible to site members. A private site can be open, restricted, or private. An open site allows portal users to join and leave the site whenever they want to, using the control panel. A restricted site requires that users be added to the site by a site administrator. Users can request membership in a restricted site using the control panel. A private site is just like a restricted site, except that it is invisible to non-members in the control panel, so users can only be added to a private site by the site administrator. Organizations are a hierarchical collection of users. Sites can be attached to organizations. There are also special type of organization called a location, which can't have any suborganizations. They are leaf nodes. Locations can have geographic data related to them, like country and region. Users can be members of one organization or many of them, up and down the hierarchy, inheriting the permissions and associations of that organization. The user will also inherit all the permissions and associations of the parents of that organization. For many situations, organization will be enough to match the desired structure. Only very complex structures will require the additional use of a location. So if a user belongs to an organization that has parent organizations, he or she will be able to navigate and view the site of each of those parent organizations. User groups are arbitrary grouping of users. User groups can be composed of users who do not fit into a particular hierarchy or who belong to different organizations. Users can be assigned to multiple user groups. A role can be assigned to a user group, so users belonging to that user group inherit that role. You can make a user group a member of a site or organization. This makes each member of the user group a member of the site or organization. Teams are sets of users with similar permissions within a site. Teams can be created both within sites that are attached to an organization and within independent sites. Teams are at the same time similar to site roles, but different, since teams appear only in the site in which they are created. This is very useful if you need to create a team of users for a specific purpose within a single site and not for each site in the portal. Teams can be essential for some use cases since they can be created by site administrators. Site administrators cannot view or access the content of the portal as a whole, but only have access to the content and resources of their own site. Site administrators can't create roles, so the ability to have teams empowers them to manage permissions at a level they weren't capable of previously. Site templates provide a preconfigured set of pages, applications, and content that can be used as the basis of the site. They are very powerful for managing many similar sites. When you create a site using a site template, the configuration of pages and applications are copied from the template to the site. By default, all changes made to the site template are automatically copied to sites based on that template. By default, the following site templates are provided: Community site, which provides a preconfigured site for building online communities, and Intranet site, which provides a sample preconfigured site for an intranet. Page templates function similarly to site templates, but at the page level. Page templates provide a preconfigured page to reuse. Within a page template, it is possible to set up a theme, a layout, and specific applications and their configuration. Both sites and site templates can use page templates for creating new pages. By default, 3 sample page templates are provided: blog, wiki, and content display page. That is a page that is preconfigured to display content. Now this overview will be more clear with specific examples. Please watch the next video if you want to get a better understanding about Liferay's architecture.